when I was a little kid, I had a stick horse that could run like heck, you know. So I was out in sagebrush running around on that, and he seen me a couple times and stopped and talked to me and visited with me, and I just wanted to be a cowboy so bad. And so when I got a little older, I was out there one day, I had my 22, I think, and I think I was hunting rabbits then, but I run into him, and he said he had a guy that was supposed to come and take over watching the cattle while he had a meeting in town. And he said, nobody showed up. And he said, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I said, well, why don't you let me watch him? And he said, well, you got a horse? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, how long did it take you to get it? And I said, probably about 20 minutes. And he said, it'd take you that long to saddle it? And I said, I don't have a saddle. So anyway, he waited for me, and got the horse and came back. And he said, you're sure you can do this? And I said, I'll watch him. And so I think I was 8 years old. And anyway, I herded those cows all day long. And what I done, and he kind of patted me on the back, and he gave me a 50-cent piece for doing it. And I thought, man, that was a big deal. Anyway, put that on the leather. Just this is nothing very fancy, but like that, and then it's on your leather. My name is Lee Mecham. I've been making saddles for over 50 years. In the saddle making business, everybody expects you to know everything about leather. And I had people come in and ask me to make something that I'd never even heard of. And I needed the money so bad, I'd tell them, yeah, I'd make it. so after they'd leave, I'd get a catalog out and look one of them things up, see what it looked like, and I'd go ahead and make it. And I got by. I bluffed my way for a long time doing stuff like that. And pretty soon I got to where I was making about everything. And I was pretty proud of most of it, It turned out pretty good. And I've just gone from there. From May till October, I'd go with the cattle with the mountain. And then I'd come back and work on metal saddles in the winter, and it's been perfect, perfect job. The two things that I love to do. It gets in your blood. You want to make something a little different all the time. And people come in and brag on you, so you think you're pretty good, I guess I'll do it until I can't do it anymore. Well, I don't know for sure how many broken bones I've had, but it's been a bunch. But the doctors told me when I had my last neck operation, they asked me how many operations you've had on your spine. And I told them that I thought about 9. And I said, as near as I can remember. And I said, I've been doing this ever since I was about 22 years old when I had the first back surgery. And they said, well, we checked it out. And they said, you've had 10. And this one we're going to do in the morning is going to be 11. And so every one of them, I always said, what have you been doing? How come you're in such a bad shape in your stuff? He said, you've been busted up. And I said, it isn't that I want to be. I said, it just happens. I don't know. It hurts if I sit down, and if I just sit in the recliner and watch TV all day, it hurts anyway. So why not be doing something you like to do, I think there's so many people that wears a big hat and high-heeled boots and a bandana, all this stuff. And they call themselves cowboys, but there's not a whole lot that's really done the whole thing. I don't think. I met a lot of guys that told some big stories about what they are, and then I find out they can't even rope a calf, you know. But there's a lot of good cowboys too. There is really a lot of, and especially in this area. But I think a good cowboy is somebody that don't just want to raise the calves to sell them and get the money. They enjoy the whole thing, calving them out, getting the calves on the ground, taking care of them little buggers, and keep them going and see how much weight you can put on them before fall and things like that. And you gotta kind of love the cows. I had a guy ask me after I got his saddle built. He was so excited about it when he seen it. He said, "Do you think you're the best saddle maker in the world?" And I said, "No." I said, "That no way, no way." And I said, "I don't think anybody is." And he said, "Well, I don't think anybody else can make a saddle prettier than that one." And I said, "Well, I do my best on them, but I said there's a lot of other guys that does a fantastic job." He said, "Well, if anybody in the world would make you a saddle, if somebody's going to pay for it, and you could pick out anybody in the world, a saddle maker, who would you have make it?" I said, "If it was for me." He said, "John," I said, "I'd make it." He said, "Well, then you think you're the best." And I said, "No, I didn't say that. I know what I like, and I make it the way I like a saddle." And he said, "Okay, tell me, who, if you couldn't do it yourself, then who would you have?" And I said, "I'd have Brad McClellan over here in Vernal make it." And he said, "How come?" And I said, "Because he's a good friend and he makes a good saddle and he knows what I like." And I said, "I'll tell you the way I look at it. If you want a Chevrolet, you buy a Chevrolet. If you want a Ford, you buy a Ford." And I said, "As far as I'm concerned, I can make you the best Lee Mecham saddle in the world." I've learned a long time ago that I wasn't going to get rich, so I didn't worry about getting rich. I told the guy one day, he said, "Man," he said, "I can't believe anybody can do this kind of stuff. They're really talented." And I said, "You know, I couldn't do this without some help." I said, "Some people are talented in different ways. And as far as I'm concerned, that comes from God."